Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Got a confession to make. I love coin pushers. You're looking at one right here. This is a thing that I've seen in a lot of amusement parks, mostly in the UK, and I've always loved these things. I think they're fantastic. Oh, score! And I've always wanted some kind of a home version. Unfortunately, you can't really do this at home. There's no way to make a coin pusher work in the home environment. I have been all over the bases. I have seen all the different types that exist, and I have come to the conclusion you just can't do a coin pusher at home. But I've got one now, and this one's actually pretty cool. Now, I wanted to describe why I got this and the lengthy procedure it got to finding this thing. So the big problem with the coin pusher is that there is no good home version. Now, there are plenty on mobile. In fact, I recommend this one. This is Coin Pusher Vegas, and it's actually very, very good. It does have the main problem that all coin pushers have, though, is that you have unlimited cash. Now, it doesn't have any real big ad problems. Like, if I just collect the amount of coins that I have collected, you can see, like, it's got all the usual trappings. There's some prizes to pick up, things that you need to do. I can't really see it all that clearly. Hang on. There you go. That's a bit better. And, you know, like, basically you can just tap and throw a bunch of your coins that you have earned over the course of the game, and it'll push everything forward, and that's fine. But the issue is with any of these mobile versions is that, yeah, I can just tap as much as I want, and coins will just flow. I don't really have... These are not actual coins of mine, so who cares? But this actually does a decent job of, like, slowly piecemealing, like drip feeding you replacement coins. It has some neat extra features, like, for example, if you want, you can actually give the whole machine a kick, and that'll push a bunch of stuff forward. You get these big bonuses, these combos happen. You can get some prizes. There's missions involved, like you can, as long as you fulfill certain requirements of this game, you're doing well. This Coin Pusher Vegas is actually pretty decent. I will recommend it, and I'm going to suggest if you want a good mobile version, this one is your one. The only time I've noticed any ad issues is if you want free, like if you've run out of your available coins, there'll be a little prompt here. You can watch an ad and get another 25 coins. That's really all that it is. That's all the invasiveness of it. Only downside is you can't really play this on the go, like if you're in your car or something like that. It requires Wi-Fi. It requires to be online, so that's a problem. Now, there are some alternatives, like this Mario one that I'm going to show in more detail in a second. But in addition, there's the folks over at 3D Trekkers. They make a whole bunch of 3D printed items for, like, the My Arcade line to make them the same size as New Wave Toys machines. You know, they've got the Space Invaders riser. They've got a way to make pole position look like the classic cocktail or cabinet version. They've got all these sit-down versions. They've got all these different items that they make. And I was very, very tempted when I saw they have coin pushers. They make ones in the 1/6 scale that push the little My Arcade coin, or sorry, the New Wave Toys coins, like these ones here. They come with all of the New Wave Toys machines. And there was just recently a sale on for Memorial Day. Well, back in Memorial Day, they had a sale for a bag of these, like 40 extra coins if you wanted, and the Slurp Cup. And I was tempted. I thought, you know what? Since the coins are on sale, and since 3D Trekker does make a coin pusher in the same size of the New Wave Toys machines, maybe I want to do that. Maybe I'll go that route. But they're kind of in the higher price tag area, like $200 US is a little steeper than I was hoping to go. Secondly, one guy made a comment that the problem with those coin pushers is the little platform that pushes the coins goes all the way to the back of the machine. It doesn't have like a little shelf. Anybody who's used to coin pushers, they'll always have like a little top layer where the coins can collect, and a second layer, second tier, if you will, and then the coins can fall down in the front. But because the 3D Trekker one just pushes everything back, or it pushes a certain degree forward, then it goes all the way back. It's not the same as an actual coin pusher toy. Like, it looks like one, it acts like one, and it's in the right scale, and it's not very loud. thank goodness. But it's not 100%. But the real killer for me, again, to these coins here, the thing that made me decide against it was, okay, fine, but what if somebody knocks the thing forward, or what if I'm, reaching for my drink and I accidentally tilt the thing, or a cat jumps up? Any of those scenarios, having these little coins fall down on the floor or behind the couch, that's going to be a nightmare to go and find those. And I just thought, yeah, no, combine the price tag, the not really a coin pusher experience, and these little coins going everywhere, forget it. So I kind of had given up, but then I was looking online for other coin pushers that take real currency, or, are in the toy realm but might take coins. I saw this one. Now, the one that I was originally looking at was a slightly different design. It's the same base, but it had like these two gullies on either side for holding the plastic coins. It had a very kawaii, kind of chibi, cutesy element to the top back glass area, and I thought, I don't really know, it's not my style, I don't think I like that. And then I saw this Mario one, and I thought, ooh, okay, Mario's fine, that's a classic video game icon, an arcade well-known brand, so yeah, a Mario one, that's perfect. And the size of this is fantastic, exactly what I need. Luckily, I was looking around for coin pushers on Facebook Marketplace, and a lady local here in Vancouver was getting rid of hers for a very reasonable price, $40. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll drop $40 on a little toy Mario coin pusher, which is what we've got here. And I'm very pleased with it. Okay, that one got stuck. I'm not so thrilled with that, but that sometimes happens. But I do like the fact that this one will take actual currency and pay out. Look at that. I'm a rich man now. I have a stack of these coins just kicking around. Like, that's the other thing. In this modern era where everybody just takes plastic, we just don't end up using nickels, dimes, quarters, etc. that much. I've been having a real struggle of finding a way to get rid of my currency. And I just thought, well, if I had a coin pusher, one that just sort of sits there and looks right and has the arcade vibe, I'll be fine with that. And so that's why I thought, yes, I want to get the Mario coin pusher. Now, I'm really thrilled. It's got problems where sometimes the coins get stuck, and luckily I can just pop this off and I can shake them out. This one happened to do so by itself. There we go. These two guys, see, it's nice and easy for maintenance. You can just take that off, put that back, and then reapply a coin. Yay. Well, okay. I think there's a little traffic jam going on there, but we'll let the machine sort that out. You can always just do it without the little back glass, too. Let me just set that back there. But you can just feed them in whatever way you like, and it'll start pushing coins. It does a very good job. I'm very, very pleased with this thing. So I just thought I might as well do a video about it. I'm not so pleased about the coins getting stuck, though. I like the fact also that I can just do it like this without having to do the back glass. So, yeah, let me show you the unboxing of how this went. Okay, so let's start off with the unboxing. Here it is. All Japanese everywhere. Can't read a word of this. Looks like I'm thinking that's AA batteries. We'll soon find out. The lady who sold it to me on Facebook Marketplace wanted to point out, you can see here it still has the original tape. Can you make it up? Nah, not really. But yeah, no, it's completely sealed, never been opened, which is awesome. I hope this thing isn't worth a lot of money. I hope I'm not about to ruin some very valuable collectible, but you know what? For me, I want it as a coin pusher, so darn it, I'm going to do it. It's very small, by the way, like maybe, what is that, 5 inches that way? 4 inches that way? It's quite, like just the package is small, so that's good. That means the coin pusher itself is small. Let's break the seal and have plenty of collectors out there screaming. Okay, we have some more instructions here. I guess we'll figure that out later. Basically, there is a cover. So now it comes with some coins that you can push if you so desire, but I have no inclination to using that. Oh, okay, there's that little piece there. That little piece there. that's that, so I'll have to put that on separately. But yeah, it comes with some plastic coins. I'm not going to use these. I'm using real coins. So we'll set those to the side. And have a look in here. Very nicely packaged, of course. Being Nintendo, they're very conscientious and very neat and well done. Oh wow, it is a nice little size. Let's just pull this out here. Okay. Nothing else in the box except for a little separator. Okay, so we've got the coin pusher. We've got the back glass, which honestly I may or may use half of the time. This is sort of going to be in a very small space, so a little bit extra headroom on top. I don't know that I want that. Let's carefully remove this cardboard here. Get the coin pusher out. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that is a nice small size. Again, like 4 inches by 3 at this point. Got a couple of just general, you can't make it out, general Mario style gold coins there. Little back glass artwork there of Luigi and Toad jumping around and doing some stuff. So this should lift up somehow. Oh, there we go. So that lifts up. I'll be able to put that little piece onto the little nubbin in there. And my coins. And let's have a look at the back glass. Okay, there it is there. And it's got a couple little spinnery pieces. So as I drop coins in this very large open space here, they will spin and randomly fall down one of the 3 bottom pieces into one of these 3 holes here and do the coin push thing. All right, now let me just check how to get that little piece in there. Okay, so that is the little pusher piece out of the bag. And according to the instructions, it's got, can't make it up, it's got Toad on the cover. So he'll be our little pusher of the coins, or I guess he does a little dance back there to keep coins interesting. There's a little tiny slide and lock. And according to the instructions, I just push it until it goes into there. So let's try that. It should, let me just make sure this is all lined up. Yep, it should just go in there and I guess click. Ah, that is a click. Okay, that's it in. Awesome. So now we'll put some batteries in, and yes, lo and behold, it has a screw, but luckily I thought in advance, got out the old screwdriver set. Okay, it's a Phillips, so let's get that out of here, and then we'll put in, I'm surely, God, it takes more than just one battery. You'd think the little engine that has to push these coins, as light as they are, would take more than a single battery? Nope, it takes a single battery. Wow. Okay, so single AA battery. I sure hope this thing is going to be strong enough. I mean, I know it's designed for plastic coins, but I'm hoping to push real ones. Okay, here we go for the inaugural launch. Contact. Hey, there we go. So Toad will do a kind of a dance around in a circle. And this thing will push coins. So, excellent. So I'm going to put the lid back on and get some coins in here. So back glass just sort of sits on here. It doesn't even click into place or anything. It just sort of rests there naturally. Let's turn it on. And we're going to try. So I've grabbed a bunch of those coins. Here they are. Just a stack of them. And I'm going to try some dimes, because that's sort of where I'm going. Now, here in Canada, we have very, very small dimes. So I'm hoping this will be enough that the engine will be able to cope with. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, looking good. Oh, that one got stuck. Oh, they're both out. Good. So a tendency to get stuck. That's good to know. All right. Operational error here. Okay, well, we seem to have a bit of success, except for that one getting stuck. So, can I unstick it this way? Oh, apparently I actually won some money. It needs a little bit of work, but you know what? Let me continue. You know what? While we're here, let's just check the next one in size. This is a Canadian nickel. Does that work? Ooh, I think it's a bit too big. And if a nickel's too big, then you know a quarter's not going to work. So, yes, I think you're only going to be able to use dimes on this. Let me empty those guys out again, if I can. I'll have to get in there and unwedge that fella. Let me try a nickel one more time in the center, just to be certain. Yeah, nickel's no good. Okay, it's got to be small coins. Yeah, you can see there. Canadian nickel not going to work, and therefore quarter's no good. But that's okay. I want this thing to be dimes anyway. I just got to get that guy stuck out of there, or unstuck. And this is probably why it's such a good idea that I had that screwdriver. So let me just see if I can get those guys. Okay, there's the nickel free. I'm just going to unjam. No, can't reach. All right, I'm going to need something a little bit thinner for that guy to wedge him. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Okay, so, interesting. Now, if I don't want to use this, and if I want to just plunk this down, will that work? Yes, so I can just do it that way, which is perfect. Hey, and I got another dime. Excellent. Okay, let me just reposition here. Okay, so again, just dimes. Let's drop a few in. Working well. Some of them get stuck, though. And again, definitely only dimes. Will not work with nickels and therefore not quarters by any stretch. That's fine, though, because honestly, I got a stack of nickels that I really need to get rid of elsewhere. I want to use this as a coin pusher. There we go, it's both of them gone. Just for dimes. So they sometimes have a little bit of tendency to wiggle. There we go. But they do get pushed forward. And this is getting the vibe that I want. Now, Toad's not really doing his job here. Let me just see, can I get more to go? Yeah, there we go. Starting to push forward. Good stuff. There we go. That one, there we go. I was waiting for that one to... Okay, that was a very good test because I wanted to see some of these devices are prone for the coins to get stuck in the edges or in the machinery itself. That doesn't seem to be the case here. I'll take some of my winnings and use them again. Yeah, no, this is... Let me just see what happens if I load it up heftily here. What's that going to do? Oh, there we go. There's a big payout. Okay, now it's starting to get its vibe going. Yeah. So, works great with dimes. Not necessarily any other denomination. That's fine. It's really just more representative for me. It doesn't have to actually work as an actual coin pusher. Because I own all these coins anyway. It's not a big deal. And just so you can see the coins coming down the pipe and going in and pushing and doing what they're supposed to do. Again, they tend to get a little bit stuck. That's okay. They will free themselves. I think the one observation that I have is that you don't get the great big huge line of coins. Like, you know how in a standard coin pusher there'll be that almost cascading waterfall, looks like it's about to make a huge big payout type of thing. You don't get that here due to the size of the coins and stuff. But honestly, like, I've got, what, 4, 5, 6, I think, dimes back there now? And it's not having a problem pushing. It's having a problem getting unstuck from here, but I thought to myself, this would be too much effort, too hard for just a single little motor that's driven by a single AA battery. But it's working fine. Toad's still doing his little dance thing, no problem at all. And I'm loading it up with a lot of coins. Okay, those 3 are stuck. Let me get those guys out. There's 4 there. Okay. You know what? Let's keep Mario off to the side and just try this way here, because I think this will actually be the way I will normally have this thing displaying anyhow without the back glass. Oops. Yeah, no, it's doing what I want it to do. Again, you don't have the big line of coins all about to fall, but you weren't going to get that with the original toy ones anyway. So this is working for me, though. There we go. There's some pushing. And you can see it does do its job, and it's having no problem with these little Canadian dimes. Not an issue at all. I think that looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. And I'm just going to try and load it up all here. Wow, yeah, it does push them through. There's no trouble at all. I wonder how many. Can I get all of these in here without any of them coming out? Let's just see. Just curious. Because I've probably got, I don't know, 20 odd coins here. Can I get them all in there without any pushing out? Or is 20 coins kind of its maximum? Perfectly fine if it is. I think that's about what you're going to get, actually. Maybe 20 odd coins are going to sit in there. All of them dimes. Before you get some that do come pushing forward. Which is fine by me. That's a-okay. That's really all I want this thing to do. It hits the coin pusher vibe, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Can I get them all? Nope. Almost got them all in there. Let me just see. Yeah. After about 20 coins, it's starting to push everything out. I think if I went with smaller dimes or smaller coins like the New Wave Toys coins, I think then we would have no trouble. And if I want to revisit that idea, I could go with New Wave Toys coins, but I still have that concern about them going everywhere. If these things all fall down the side of the couch, I don't care. I can get dimes anywhere. Oh, can I get... Hang on. Can I get all of these coins to stay in here? Yes! Okay, so there you go. There is basically the coins in the way that I was kind of hoping. And then they start pushing out. Very good. So what do I think of my Mario coin pusher toy? I'm actually pretty happy with it. It does what I want it to do, except for the occasional coin getting stuck in there. It pushes coins, which is kind of what you want from a coin pusher. It takes dimes, nothing bigger, which is fine. I'm not going to be using this for, well, there we go. I just made a little bit of money. But it's my money to begin with, and that's, of course, the big problem with any trying to get a home version of coin pushing happening, is that it's your own money. If you go into like an amusement center and you manage to get the little cascade like that, you're thrilled because it's not your money. Now you've just doubled your savings. But when it's your own money, who the heck cares if it gives you a big payout or not? You own the cash the currency to begin with, so it's not a big deal. That's fine. I like the fact that this thing is quiet. There is a bigger Mario coin pusher which has more of a game to it, and it's very, very noisy, lots of sound effects and stuff. Or there's another one that's not Mario themed, but again, it's got blinky lights and it's got a bigger footprint. This thing is tiny. This will go well on the shelf. The bigger one has not only lights, but also this really annoying sound or music that you can't mute. Like, you have to put up with the music. This thing doesn't have any music. It's great. And there's no flashing lights, but that's okay. It's getting the vibe that I want it to get. I'm very happy with this. I think this is great. And it certainly serves my purpose. I wonder how well it'll last on that one AA battery. That'll be interesting to see. But I will maybe put a little notification here as to how long the battery did last, because I'll probably give it a little bit of runtime and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, pretty thrilled with this. So that is the Mario coin pusher toy from Japan. Not available anywhere that I could reach it other than, thankfully, that lady on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm very glad that she got it for me. All right, I'm going to leave it there. So until next time, I'll see you down the rabbit hole.